Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Janelle and I'm super excited having you here today. I do movie reviews, movie recommendations, and I vlog when I go out. Okay, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming by, for loving up on me. Thank you for coming by always. Okay, now the title of this movie is My Perfect Wife. So I'm wondering how I get to start watching this movie and I'm seeing a different title entirely. Nigerians, my goodness. Okay, especially on YouTube, we need to do better. Like, okay, so which one is the title of the movie? My Perfect Wife or Love Starved? Now, Love Starved looks like a better title. In fact, they have like a lot of pictures online showing My Perfect Wife. In fact, different pictures. And opening this movie, this was kind of like a turn off. I wanted to start watching the movie, but I was like, Bimbo Ademoye is in this movie, so let me just watch. But anyway, yes, let's move on to the review of this movie. This movie was produced by Grace Onya and you can find it on YouTube on Star Kings TV. Okay, Star Kings TV. This movie is about Kike Lomo, who is a cleaner at a hospital, not even a nurse, right? A cleaner at a hospital who takes care of patients, clean them up, also clean the environment, wash a lot of things up. And Majid, who is a very wealthy man who had a heart attack because of his busy life schedule and then was brought to the hospital. Now, Kike Lomo had a child in this movie and just 5 6 years old ish, going to school, but after school she's going to get back to the hospital and wait for her mom right there. And this man, Majid, has a wife, a beautiful wife at that, but she's just a career woman who travels a lot. In fact, she had gone to Ghana when he had his heart attack. She didn't have time for him. He was love starved. And that's why I kind of agree with the title of the movie, in the movie, not the ones we have been seeing. Now, Kike had this security lady who is a friend, and then she moves to her, talks to her about how she had a dream getting married to a wealthy man. Now, her daughter comes back from school, waits for her after work. They go back home. They were just trying to, manage their life. She was a single mom. The father of the baby was not owning up to responsibility, so she was doing all of the taking care of by herself, right? And seeing that dream that she had, in fact, her antennas were already standing. Like, she asked her security friend and her security friend was like, it means you're going to get married to a rich person now. So here, Mr. Majid had a heart attack, and his driver had to rush him quickly to the hospital that Kike was working. Now, Kike was taking care of Majid for all through his stay at the hospital. So it was kind of, like, I'm getting attention from this person. It's not like I am really in love with this person, but because of the attention this person is giving me, I kind of want to help out, right? Now, knowing that a rich man had been brought to the hospital, everybody, like the nurses in the hospital, they were all, lobbying around. You get it? Like, Kike had to work 3 nights. I think at that point it wasn't in her mind like, okay, this is the person I'm going to get married to. But she now started realizing that this man If his wife had come to that hospital, I'm very sure she wouldn't have had a way of getting into this family. Now, Majid had a friend who was, you know, always by him, whatever Majid was going through, he was there as a friend, to hear him out, and then Kike was just doing a lot. Whenever Majid wanted anything, she she was just there. If you need something, call me. She was always saying it. And to be honest, I felt like Kike was a very good person. So the day he was supposed to leave, she had to plan something to catch the attention of this man. She placed her child in front of the gate so that he would come in contact with her. She had that plan with her security friend, and the other nurses were not happy about it. Like, they were also trying to get Mr. Majid's attention, of course, and the way she received a call from inside the hospital. It was looking like, okay, there was a crisis like somewhere. And then he got to ask her, and she was saying, oh, she's a single mom, she's living all alone and all that. Before you knew it, Kiki and her daughter were in Majid's house already. And guess what? Majid's wife, Alexa, had not come back from her Ghana journey. In fact, how come your husband had a heart attack? His friend was always asking, how far your wife? Why is she not back? Ah, she wasn't at the hospital. She's not yet back and all that. And before you knew it, Alexa came back, saw Kike in the house and her daughter. And she was like, okay, I'm guessing they would have spoken about it, but she was like, why? Because she said, why is she still here? That means she knew that her husband was trying to help out. In fact, he said he wanted to do charity because he would have died without spending even half of the wealth he had made, you know. So he was doing charity, but you can do charity from afar. How many of you have had like guests who come to visit and say, okay, they want to visit for 2 days or 3 days, and then it's 1 week, it's 2 weeks, it's 3 weeks, they're not going, it's 6 months, they're not going. How do you let them go? How do you tell them to go? Anyway, Alexa came down and told Kike, you've got to leave. And then this Kike packed her bags and was trying to leave. In fact, seeing this, I was like, I had pity for her. I'm like, oh, she's such a good girl. She wants to go, she doesn't want to cause trouble. Uh, my goodness, she was just doing pity party. Now, this guy does not have feelings whatsoever for this girl, for Kike. And then, because of how his wife was bothering him to get another place for the girl, made him to come and start apologizing for the way his wife spoke to her. And before you knew it, something had happened between them. Now, how did Majid think that this Kike lady would not tell his wife that they had something between them? They were living their lives. Before you knew it, Kike became so comfortable sitting on the couch, wearing wigs. Whenever she now sees Majid coming, she will just start begging Alexa as if, it was Alexa that did wrong by her. She became very, like, she caused trouble for this family. In fact, it was so bad that Alexa had to travel again, and then, you know, Majid was trying to, tell Kike, you stop doing this pity thing, and she just changed it for Majid. Like, I have your nude, I have your this, I have your that, I have your video. Majid had to call his friend, explain everything to him, and then they had to look for a way to settle this whole thing. Now, Alexa came back just because she needed to help. In fact, I forgot to tell you guys, Alexa and Majid had, like, they have a teen daughter who is in school, primary school, boarding house. So Now, Alexa had to now get a plan to chase this girl out of her husband's house. So they deceived her to go out shopping, and then she accosted her by the way and pushed her out of the car with her baggage, like with her luggage. And that was how they were able to get this girl out of the house. In fact, I was even expecting that she would come back and say, okay, I'm pregnant. You have to keep me in here, because Kike was not ready to leave the house. She had jammed jackpot, and yes, thank goodness, the wife realized that she had been starving her husband and she had to apologize. And that was how the movie ended. For rating, I keep saying it, cinematography on YouTube based movies, Nigerians have to do better. I don't know if it's YouTube that brings the quality down, but we have to do better. I would rate this movie generally a 7/10. It's something relatable and I hope you enjoy it too. Okay, so go and watch it if you were planning to watch it. Thank you so much for watching this review and I hope to see you on my next video. I keep saying it. Let me know the movie you want me to talk about. Okay, hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.